giving up to today because I received that message yesterday that you're coming around today. So we just have to reassure ourselves. And that's what's happening right now. We're really supposed to be on break. So I just have to say, let them go on break so that you can have a program since it's going to be late. And you can always get. I want to hear from you about the program and how everything is going to school. So that we can know about application and how to make everything effective and efficient. So,
I'm a teacher and I'm not a teacher. I respect teaching because when a teacher is very tricky. So, and also it's a humanitarian kind of job. So, shout out to the principal guys. So my name is Israel Ade Royal. I'm the owner of Misfits Academy. So basically our company called Misfits Business Ventures. It's our students, so we have Misfits Academy and Misfits Architects. So I started Misfits Academy when I was a unit. So I started online courses. So by saying online courses, I learned different skills from forex, crypto, and marketing, different online skills because when I was a unit, I realized there was this job in Nigeria. I was able to use online skills to get a lot of money to get a decrease in my masters. Then when I was doing my masters, I was getting masters, and there was something called software as a service. So I used this knowledge to create a software for the Misfits Architects. Now, Misfits Architects, we provide, we sell hosting and domain services, and then we generate something called a C-panel that you can use to build websites using artificial intelligence. So at this point, I realized that we've come to a destination in time where artificial intelligence is taking over the world. So we've got different industrial revolution and the renaissance, and now we have the artificial intelligence revolution, whereby if you don't know how to use artificial intelligence, you are at the risk of being replaced as a police officer or being replaced even without
someone that
knows how to use AI, or even getting totally replaced by robotics that has the knowledge and the brain stem system of artificial intelligence. So in Nigeria, they decided that we're going to do a training for students because I teach in the UK, I realized that students are young mind and they are open to understanding. But then when I got here, I met people and I saw the challenges they were facing and realized that adults can also be included because if you know how to use artificial intelligence, you can make a lot of money right now. So we're teaching people how to use artificial intelligence.
Okay, it's a nice one, and I really appreciate that. But I have a question for you. Am I free?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something about artificial intelligence and the replacement of someone, especially the replacement of a teacher.
Yeah.
So, artificial intelligence really replace a teacher.
Yeah, it's I said the same thing when I was in Marvel, and the teacher there, Mr. Ogusoyo, he was a bit nervous because I told him AI could replace you as a teacher. Then I taught the students something called prompt engineering, which is what I'm going to start teaching the students today. So prompt engineering is how to use artificial intelligence softwares like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini to answer questions. So right now, if you're a teacher and you don't know how to use artificial intelligence, it's very risky because your students can get shine in the classroom because AI will show them how to answer all the questions that you want to ask them. It will show them all the syllabus that you want to teach them, and they can do a self-study with artificial intelligence. And then there is the voice makeover whereby it can actually talk to them. So they don't have to just read it, they can talk to them literally. And if you're a teacher, you're still trying to, Google, okay, this, and then your students know how to use AI. You go to their phone and you just go to their phone and go to Gemini or Cloud or something and you just check everything. That is risky for you. But if you're a teacher that knows how to use artificial intelligence, then it puts you above and beyond students that is using AI. So,
Okay, I've heard about this question, and it's always like a debate that artificial intelligence really replace a teacher. During that seminar, it was a big one, and different ideas were coming in. But to me, I believe something, especially when you said prompts, the use of prompts, without, if the prompt is not being managed well, I don't think the information given will be effective as well. And that's where I put people, it depends on the teacher. How prepared are you? How versatile are you? What mastery of subjects matter? What do you know about your subject? If you don't know anything about the subject, you might eventually make use of artificial intelligence and then you're off the scheme or off the map. Do you know that?
mm-hmm.
So that was my contribution then. That I don't think artificial intelligence can replace a teacher, but it can only help the teacher in his or her profession. It's essential. It will make teaching process interesting. You can also ask for methods. There's some people, especially mathematics teachers, they always have this belief that they don't have teaching aids. What can they use for this topic? I always tell my teachers, I say, now we have artificial intelligence, go to ChatGPT, Gemini, and other search engines that can help you. You don't need to stress yourself. Just go for, give it a normal prompt. Good prompt, that'll give you the best. Mind you, it depends on your own knowledge, intuition. If you don't have the knowledge, what AI will be given to you, you might think is the best. And in the end, it's not. It has happened amongst our teachers, they use AI in certain questions. So, mathematics question, after I told the teacher, I said, good, we've done your part. I want to teach you something about this thing. Can you tell this AI to give you the answers to those questions? Yes, AI did. Then I said, do you know what? We'll use another prompt. And you'll see what AI will tell you. And I said, check all the answers once again. Check all the answers once again and signify where we have incorrect answer. Then it was pointed that, oh, sorry, this is incorrect, this is the correct answer. And I told the teacher, can you see? Because you're trying to rush. You believe so much. In the end, you leave the class fully to artificial intelligence. Whoever is coming in, it's just like a baby. Whoever is coming in, that's what we just do. So definitely we don't pay. There are some things you see on the internet, especially Google. Google is everything. It can connect to anywhere, and then it can be normal information that is not correct, and then you see it, you believe because it's coming from the internet, it is correct information, which is not. We always try to, like scientists will always say, you always work on obsolete knowledge and also refine it. So these are things I always tell the teachers. Most of here in the school, we always give students essays. In these essays, we quite understood that students always use AI for essays. So instead of giving them essays, okay, it's just to build their essay writing. And in the end, the student will make use of Meta AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, and other search engines. So we kept seeing that, wow, they are getting it right, but in the end, they couldn't present it well or right without the use of this AI. That's how it became part of them that without this AI, they can write well. So we have to we gave that instruction. It's not that you don't make use of AI. You can make use of AI to give you ideas of what you want to do, but don't copy directly. Build from that ideas. You can give AI, okay, give me so story on this essay. Okay, after seeing it, read it, then build your own idea. Then write it out. Perhaps the students will have that energy reading towards passing. In fact, they're not using it in examination process. So, especially in Nigeria, I examined that was during English last year. That was what happened to English last year. They had to translate question because they were using the example. So it's a form of examination. So it's not that it's not good, but I want you to emphasize more on the etiquette of using it, which is the right using it, both for the teachers and the students. I hope you get it. So that's the aspect I want to come in, because I wouldn't want, because whatsoever you say now, if I don't explain this, a student might say, okay, someone that came around, you brought this person, and the person says it's okay for us to make use of artificial intelligence, and then you yourself will say, okay. Normally, I put someone, I said, very soon Nigeria will come to the verge and students will be on phones to school. It will be allowed. They are using it in some schools. It will be allowed that there's no information you want to give, students can easily verify. So, as education, education is dynamic. So definitely things are changing. So, and that's this AI. So I really appreciate that again. Bringing it down all the way from that place. It's not always easy for people gathering experience and knowledge and then bringing it back to their alma mater, their country. Some people they rather look for a place that can support them in terms of financially, they can go places when coming back to Nigeria. So we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any contribution?
Okay, so are you familiar with the Renaissance?
Am I familiar with
The Renaissance.
Renaissance? Yes.
Are you familiar with the Industrial Revolution?
Yes.
Now, you see, the artificial intelligence revolution is not a matter of, okay, when it's taken over, it's a matter of, it's already taken over, so you either conform and evolve, or you are at the risk of becoming useless. Not useless, useless is the main word because
I understand that. I think it's really not useful.
that's a meaning. But you don't be at a risk of becoming left out because you see, right now so there are three phases of artificial intelligence. You've got the artificial narrow intelligence, general intelligence, and super intelligence. Now, you said something about making mistakes with AI. In 2020, there wasn't AI. Well, apparently, according to science, so AI has been existing since the 1980s, 1980s, but it wasn't made public. Now, from the time where we consciously know about artificial intelligence from around 2020, and even 2020 don't know now, we didn't really know much about artificial intelligence. But from around 2022, 2020 to now, the advancement of artificial intelligence has been ridiculously mind-blowing. So now, if a teacher or whoever doesn't know how to use AI, and it's not just the teachers, because the thing about AI, which is also very scary, is that AI is in every sector, from education to communication to law to science to finance, health, everything. AI is in every sector. So right now we've got a narrow intelligence whereby it's in a preliminary form. So what you're experiencing right now in the world of artificial intelligence is less than 1% of the potential that is attainable with artificial intelligence. So now you said something about a teacher, and I'm going to try and remember some of the things you said. So the teacher doesn't want to use artificial intelligence.
Using the right prompt.
Okay, yeah. So before using the right prompt, if they don't know how to use it at all, let's say we have a teacher that doesn't know how to use it at all, and we have a teacher that doesn't really know how to use the right prompt, the teacher who doesn't know how to use the right prompt will beat the teacher that doesn't know it at all. Now, prompt engineering is a study in AI, which is you just knowing how to talk to artificial intelligence. So now, if the teacher that doesn't know how to prompt AI properly learns how to prompt AI properly, becomes better. Then he's able to help the students to use AI to become better. Because Africa is way behind when it comes to this AI game. And that's why we're not that behind. Other advanced countries, I teach in the UK now. There was a course called something tech, so I was taking a tech class that day. The thing is, the students were doing with the computer. I'm a master's graduate, I didn't know what they were doing. High school students, masters, graduates from the UK, doesn't know what the high school students are doing. I didn't know what they were doing. So I had to go do Photoshop, go do different things with Excel and Microsoft. But even right now, those things that we were doing then has become obsolete because of AI. So if I'm trying to hire you as a company owner, I don't need you to not use Excel because you can just prompt engineering with AI to arrange your database. Now, I'm going to stick it to teacher, but that is restricting the capacity and capabilities of AI. But for the sake of understanding, these students, AI is going to change their lives, and AI is going to change the lives of Nigerians because we are at the point in revolution whereby AI is giving us a type of playing field. It's giving us a type of opportunity to be able to play on par with advanced countries because it is readily available to everyone. Now, on the other hand, I think you said you said something else about something? I can't remember. You said something else about something about you can use about search. Yes, no, the pros and cons, like students using AI badly in exam results. Yeah, so basically it's the human condition really, because wherever has a good part, has a bad part. Now, back in the days, people were spending calories, and now we're spending paper money. Now, if I was a ruler back in the days, probably empire, and I'm like, yo, paper money will never take over because it doesn't make sense. Paper, when you can use calories, or let's advance to when there was gold, because gold has no value. Like, we can talk about calories, but using evolution of calories to paper money is a bit larger. So let's say I come with gold and you come with calories, and I'm telling you guys, we shouldn't pay attention to these people that want to trade with gold because they have calories. Right now, what we trade is paper money. Now, the people trading with calories were extincted, right? Because it is a revolution, it's an advancement. It's not a matter of the elite apple, it's a matter of after it happens, are we going to be part of the people benefiting, or are we going to be the people that become extinct? And even before gold and cows, they were straight by barter. So let's say we were doing the bartering system, and you have your own crops, you have your own maize, you have your sugar, you have your poultry, you have your whatever it is, you have maize, I have lamb, you have goat, I have cow. And then somebody comes and says, guys, the next thing that is advancing in the world is using cows. And I'm like, oh, never. Bro, regardless of me fighting it, it's like the Renaissance. Regardless of me fighting it, it's been take over. The revolution will be televised because it is the revolution. It's change. That is the constant. So it's not a matter of your artificial intelligence. I'm not even talking to them now. I'm talking to you personally. If you don't learn this, to take it out, especially in teaching, because right now there are students in computer science learning how to use front end and back end to build websites. I have students using artificial intelligence building the same websites in minutes. So a student of mine was telling me, oh, the lecturer in UI, they told the lecturer about using AI to build websites, and the lecturer said, oh, no, you can't use AI to build websites, it's not right. But right now, most foreign companies will not hire you if you're still coding HTML and CSS because your skill is no longer needed. You hear things like workers in Microsoft are getting laid off because they don't know how to use AI. So if you don't know how to use AI, you will become laid off. And that's what foreign companies. Now, in local
You're not getting it.
okay.
You're not getting it because you have a show. And then, I'm not saying it is not huge. I never try to say I'm blocking it. But I see a usage which is an effective usage and give an efficient result. And also the final next generation teachers call. We have to teach people about the usage of AI, artificial intelligence. So I am quite aware about AI and its possibilities, things that I can do. It's not that I'm not. I'm trying to say I wouldn't want what we are preaching here from what you're going to say to the students to negate. Good, you're going to let them know it is good to use AI, but they shouldn't come back and tell us. You say, I told them use AI, but use web. Don't copy directly from AI. Get good ideas from AI, then keep your own. We are trying to build you on how to give a good essay writing. Not that you copy directly. You copy directly and then teachers now don't have the opportunity of correcting any mistakes. So the student don't even know where they are making mistakes. You understand? So we need them to put in their best. But I always say, you can always do self-study, you can go to the internet, you can make use of AI, which I think even the director said they shouldn't make use of that at all. But I said there's nothing you can do. It's just like saying students shouldn't make use of phones. There's nothing we can do. We are in. This is like I said, everything is dynamic. And this is the age where everybody makes use of AI, phones, and any other gadgets that can help you deliver well in any field you are. So we even the use of in electronics and even in driving, we can also make use of. They now install AI in driving. That's why we have Android screen. We can give you map, can give you direction as you're going. Wherever you're going, the AI will start speaking, okay, this direction, this direction. So all these things, we can never say we don't want to do it. But how are we going to help the students so that they won't be lazy? We understood the user, we can make use of the AI, the prompt, everything. It is because of we're trying the transformation. We're trying to be understand the bridge. This is what happened during my own time, and I'm very quite sure that I as a teacher and as a parent, I always tell people, I'm not the kind of person that will say, okay, during my time, my mother did this to me, and that's the same thing I'm doing. No, because things are changing. Definitely, you must understand the environment. That's why we say there is adaptability. You must adapt to what is going on in the environment. So those are things I'm trying to say, so that you help us tell the students, well, use it. It is good, but how they're going to use it to get the best. How you've used it up to now, how it has been helping you in presentation, proposals, and any other things. And how you, it's not that you believe solely that, okay, because I'm having a presentation tomorrow, and then I think I'll just tell you how to do it. If AI is giving you the presentation, then AI is not the one that will be the person that will speak. You need to still understand it. So even if you're getting information from the AI, you need to read. Some students will write the essay without even understanding what is in the essay. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So I want you to look like we have been telling them about this. Now we are bringing in a professional. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So that it can cement everything they need. Now, there is something they can choose themselves when they get to a later age, 18, and then they cannot decide if they want to believe solely on AI. But we are trying to bring them. Because mostly, I think in the world now, people believe solely on the AI, artificial intelligence. They don't want to do anything in the world. In fact, I've seen someone that said, I think you said you're having a meeting tomorrow, and then you want to talk about this. Just tell you, is it how to write in my school? Is it how he knows what is going on in my school? I'll just say, I have a meeting. What will I say? Well, I have things. I need to first list out those things happening in my school, which I want to do. It is then I can now talk to you. I can give an insight to what to say, how to go about it, the methods. Okay, some teachers, they are this kind of teachers. Some are A, some are B, that is regular theory, X and Y. Some are lazy, some are ready to. How can I manage them? That's when I can talk to you. But if I don't hear that prompt, and I'm saying I'm having a meeting tomorrow, what will I say? Will I know the next development in this work? Are you getting my idea? The same thing to teachers, because teachers will be part of this program, will also be part. So I want you to also extend it to your part. I have done seminars with teachers and workshops about using the VR. So these can also be used to cement it. Are you getting on place? So that's what I'm seeing from the outside. It's not like I'm negating the use of AI. I design lots with AI. I always, I think there is something here. The last, this, it's just a sticker. I designed it with AI. I never did anything. I always say I want a funfair party. I do a funfair party. This. Take our logo. I posted the logo, everything. And I have it. When I said, let me print it out. We printed it out and we cut it with it's a sticker. And people were like, how did you do this? I said, it's an easy thing. It's not a big deal, man. It's not a big deal. Even when the director saw it, you try to design. I wasn't the one that placed anything. I only gave the logo. I posted the logo. This is the logo. This is the name of the school. Just a normal funfair party. Please let me do it. Then I have it. Nothing to do with it. So, if we have correct prompts, we have exact information. Okay, just this morning, our teacher came here. And the teacher said, how can I go about the school? Because they've changed the curriculum, the Nigerian curriculum. So the teacher was talking about, she was taking basic science before, and now intermediate science. It's more or less like going back to the formal integrated science. So I was thinking like, okay, let me see the curriculum, let's see what and I said there's no textbook for this. These topics are not in the past textbooks. What are we going to do? I think you have ChatGPT service. This is what you do. Just give the prompts that you need. So lesson notes on so topic. Now say for Jesus Christ. I said, no, don't put for Jesus Christ. Put for Jesus class. Because that of people will be taught in verses 2 and it won't be taught any longer in verses 3. Whatsoever they know in verses 1 is what they use to ask questions during their Beckett examination in verses 3. You understand? So using verses 1 is like tailoring it to verses 1 level, which means there is verses 2 level and verses 3 level. Instead, make use of what? GSS. You understand? That's another point. When I put that, just input verses 1 level lesson and input verses class, and also the difference. So that's the result. If you understand what you're doing, you get it. And you will stress yourself. So these are things